Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhar Vikagiri Dhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatar Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Srila Gurudev Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatar Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupa Nugagoriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Svarūpa Dāmodara Rai Ramanandari Shikor Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Nama Chaya Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Koho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandala Gora Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Pradakta Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Ki Jai Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya Ki Jai Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Vo Shri Vijaya-daśamī Titi Ki Jai Shri Ramachandra Vijayotsav Ki Jai Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai Jai Śrī Madhvācārya Ki Jai Tadiya Shubha Avirbhav Titi Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Svarūpa Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja Ki Jai Tadiya Shubha Tirubhav Titi Ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Sorry, I'm a bit spaced out right now. Hari Bol, everybody. So nice to see. Oh, Indira Mataji, Hari Bol. And Christian Luna, Hare Krishna, Jai. Great to see you. Great to see you here, Indira Mataji. I know you've been following afterwards, but great to see you live. So this time works well in your time zone, I'm guessing, because you were here for the last time we read at this time. I'm feeling inspired. Like while we're reading this A Life of Devotion book, I'm feeling inspired just to read about our Guru Varga every day. I mean, I'll have to start a program like that after Kartik, because Kartik will be so busy. But yeah, it's just been really making me, I don't know, I've been feeling some kind of effect in my life. Oh, Hari Bol, Ramananda Prabhu. Jai Shri Radhe. Hari Bol. All right, so I didn't, so what I was saying is I think I'm going to, after Kartik time, start reading at this time every day, because it's been really really helpful for me to read about and like it'd be a reading about the biographies of our acharyas. So we'll read Param Gurudev's biography, we'll read Śrīla Bhakti Bhagavad Goswami Maharaj's My Beloved Masters and Volcanic Energy, and then there's so many memory books about Śrīla Prabhupada, like so many really fun ones. I'm reading Chasing Rhinos with the Swami right now. It's so much fun. So I don't know, it'd just be like every day little glorifications of our acharyas. I think that would be nice. So Chaitanya Bhagavat in the morning and glorifications of our acharyas in the evening time. That would be a daily program after Kartik. All right, I'm sharing my screen. I didn't plan this very well, but I have kind of an idea of what we'll read, but I don't know how much I'll be able to read. Yeah, I didn't do any kind of word count or anything. I was thinking we could read some classes from Gurudev from purebhakti.com, and then there's Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Goswami Maharaj's Vishnu Chaitanya Vani. He has I thought maybe we could read what he spoke on Vijaya-daśamī, and then Śrīla Vaman Goswami Maharaj, he wrote some things about Vijaya-daśamī in the letter book. He wrote some letters regarding Vijaya-daśamī, so maybe we could read that. What order should we do it in? Maybe let's start with Vijaya-daśamī, just because it's short, and then we can move on to the other things. I'm just gonna... Okay, so this is from A True Servant, A True Master, the book we recently published. Actually, we're publishing a second edition. Actually, it might already be printed. No, I think it's at the printers now, and it has extra letters in it. It has 2 letters that Śrīla Vaman Goswami Maharaj wrote to Gurudev. Really beautiful letters, actually like heart-melting letters that he wrote to Gurudev. He was begging Gurudev to not leave before he does. It's really intense but beautiful letters that he wrote to Gurudev. Okay, so this is a letter that Śrīla Vaman Goswami Maharaj wrote from Keshavji Gaudiya Math in 1972. Oh, 1 second. Alright. Sadar Sambhashana Purvikayam. And actually it's been a long time since I read this, so we might not read the whole thing. Let's see. But yeah, dear, and the name has been redacted. 1 second, I just got... What's that message? I'm just making sure it's not anything to do with this. No, okay. Okay. Dear, name's been redacted. You conveyed auspicious Vijaya Pranam. You will have to tell me in person which Vijaya that is, or what exactly is the history or account of this auspicious day. How has the significance of Vijaya-daśamī been popularized throughout the world, and whom does it commemorate? Think and reflect on that. We honor it because the scriptures say that it is Śrī Ramachandra Vijayotsav. On this day, Maryada Purushottam, the moral exemplar for humanity, Śrī Ramachandra, defeated Ravan in battle. Once Dashanana, the 10-faced Ravan, was slain. Once Dashanana was slain, Bhagavan declared his victory and established ethics and ideal conduct in the world. Also, on this day, the Acharya of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnav Sampradaya, the incarnation of Hanuman and Bhima, Śrī Madhva Muni, appeared. And it was he who definitively refuted Kevala Dvaita Nirvisheshavad, the doctrine of impersonal monism, by establishing Shuddha Dvaitavad, thereby ensuring the infinite spiritual welfare of the souls of this world. Hence, for Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnavas, this Vijaya-daśamī is a highly regarded and important day. The immaculate pure Gaudiya Vaishnavas are not part of the Karma Jada Smarta Sampradaya, the orthodox Brahmins engrossed in fruit of ritualism, nor are they Vidya Shaktas, adulterated worshippers of Shakti. The Vaishnavas are the real Shaktas, because they accept the simultaneous existence of Shakti and Shaktiman, potency and the potent. Because usually this Vijaya-daśamī day when they worship Durga Devi, right? They worship. It's like Durga Puja time. So the Shakti Matayor Abheda aphorism of the Uttara Mimamsa school of Vedanta philosophy is the dazzling proof of that. Sri Bhagavan is not subject to Jada Maya, the material energy. He is enveloped in Yoga Maya. He is the absolute truth, endowed with the superior energy of Ladini Antaranga, his internal bliss-giving energy. Those who are deluded regarding tattva are completely ignorant of this unborn, immutable position of the Supreme Lord. Okay, this is a very long letter, and I think that was all. Oh, it does get more into. Yeah, I think we'll just read that from there, and then there's a second letter where he mentions something about Vijaya-daśamī. Let's see. We have a lot to read, so I'm not going to read everything. Oops, sorry. 1 second. Ah, that's annoying. 1 second, sorry. Okay. Where is it? I'm just trying to find the part where he talks about Vijaya-daśamī in this other letter. Ah, whatever. Let's see. Huh. That's so strange, I can't find... Let me just make it small, because it's too big for me to see. I don't know, anyways, I think we read enough on this. Let's move on. Okay, here it is. He writes in another letter to somebody, the name's been redacted. He said, "You conveyed faithful Vijaya Dandavat Pranams, or greetings on the occasion of Vijaya-daśamī. The language or emotion in your letter is not deficient in conveying your faith. I understand that you have relied on words of reassurance and proceeded on the strength of their courage and power. One-pointed Vaishnavas do not condone the Shakta doctrine that is part of the doctrine of worldly Panchopasakas, the worshippers of the 5 Hindu deities, nor are they nurtured by their ideology. Rather than establishing the predominance of the material energy, Durga Devi, they are surrendered to the Lord's Antaranga Shakti, whose identity is the goddess of Gokul. That is why on this day they celebrate the appearance of Śrī Madhvācārya, the incarnation of Hanuman and Bhima, and the Acharya of the Brahma Sampradaya, and Vijayotsav. On this occasion, they convey mutual greetings and dandava obeisances to each other and exchange good wishes. Faith or love is a special tendency of the heart. There is no way to say something to convey that or make someone understand it. Someone may have special faith in a person, whereas sometimes the opposite is observed, meaning others do not have faith in that person. Hence, in both the faithful and those they have faith in, there are qualifications and specialities to take special notice of. It's moving on to a different topic now. I'll just finish this paragraph though. We like some people, and yet turn our faces away from others. Supremely respectable individuals never hanker to receive faith, honor, and prestige from anyone. That type of strong personality is not comparable to anyone else, nor would it be proper to equate him as such. Personality and uniqueness forever establish a thoughtful person in a superior position. That is but a manifestation of power given by God. Okay, we'll stop here for this, and then now we'll read maybe what Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Mahārāja said on Vijaya-daśamī. I don't think we have anything by Gurudev. Maybe we do. I couldn't find it very quickly though on Pure Bhakti, so we'll just read this from Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Mahārāja. Hari Bol Krishna Prema Bhakti Didi. Okay, so this is from a class that Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara gave on October 3rd, 2014. Today is a special day. It is Vijaya-daśamī. On this Tithi, Śrī Ramachandra achieved victory over Lanka and installed Vibhishan as the new king. Some are confused. Did Śrī Ramachandra march to Lanka for a battle on this day? Or did he actually become victorious over Lanka after Ravan, Kumbhakarna and Meghanada were killed? On this Tithi, effigies of Ravan are seared. Effigies of Ravan are seared to celebrate his slaying by Lord Ram. I don't know that word, seared. Oh yes, of course, scorched. An effigy. Okay, yeah. That's, you see in all over they make these huge, what do you call, murtis of Ravan, and then they light it on fire. Yeah. Okay. One second, let me make this bigger, the text bigger, so you can see it nicely. Is that better? Okay. I'm not sure that made any difference. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's just... Bhagavan makes sure that words of his devotees never remain unfulfilled. Meghanad used to perform sacrifice called Nikumbila Yagya. Whenever he performed this sacrifice before going to battle, he could not be defeated. Hence, he came to believe, I have become so great, I am invincible, no one could defeat me. Who could kill him? As per Lord Brahma's benediction, only someone who had remained without food, in other words, who had fasted and not seen a woman's face for 14 years could kill him. It's very specific. 14 years, I wonder why that is. By the will of Providence, Lakshman did not eat anything, not even fruits, for 14 years during the exile. Although Śrī Ramachandra would share whatever fruits were procured in the forest with Lakshman, but due to some paucity, I don't know that word, paucity, that's the presence of something only in small or insufficient qualities or amounts, scarcity, okay. But due to some scarcity in his communication, Lakshman never ate them. He would just say, Dharo Lakshman, meaning take this, or hold this Lakshman. He wouldn't say eat this, he'd just say take this. So Lakshman would take it in his hands, but would not eat, because he didn't tell me to eat it, he just told me to take it. Thus the Lord made the benediction of his devotee, Lord Brahma, come true, and eventually Lakshman killed Meghanad. The glories of Bhagavan remain forever. Everything is possible for Bhagavan. That is his Bhagavata. That's the essence of his godhood. Kartum akartum anyata korite samartha. He is capable of anything. He can make even the impossible possible. He built a bridge across the ocean. By his divine touch, the massive stones and boulders floated atop the ocean instead of sinking. He empowered different devotees accordingly to accomplish various feats through them. After he returned from Lanka, the king of the ocean prayed to him, Prabhu, please break this bridge. Thus he used his bow and arrow to break it down. The evidence can still be found there. The government of India was desirous to clear the remains of that bridge so that it could facilitate access for big ships. However, because many objected, it was not completely removed. It still remains the way Śrī Ramachandra left it. The middle portion was removed, but on both the ends the structure still remains. That place is famous as Setu Banda. In 1962, there was a cyclone, and the Dhanushkodi railway station was abandoned. Earlier, when we went there by our private vehicle, we could rest at that station. There was a hall and kitchen for pilgrims to stay and cook themselves. These facilities were provided by the Southern Railways to attract pilgrims. There is a place atop a hill called Ram Jharoka, where Śrī Ramachandra had surveyed Lanka. During our second visit there, we observed that Dhanush Kodi had drowned. In this way, though the places of Bhagavan's pastimes transform over time, his glories remain forever. The vow of Sri Ramachandra. Hanuman, Jambavan, Nala, and Nila were the commanders-in-chief of the army of Sri Ramachandra. Among them was also Vibhishan, the brother of Ravan, a devotee of the Lord. He advised Ravan to surrender to Sri Ramachandra, but without heeding his advice, Ravan verbally abused him and instead banished him from the kingdom, egotistically retorting, "Who is Ram?" Ravan became falsely proud as a result of worshipping Devis and Devatas in the mode of ignorance. Shiva granted him boons, which in turn made him proud. He believed himself to be invincible. So eventually, Ravan was killed despite being a great tapasvi, a great ascetic. When Vibhishan had come to the shelter of Sri Ramachandra, Ramachandra's commanders advised him against giving Vibhishan shelter on the grounds that he was Ravan's brother. Citing that Ravan had used the guise of a sannyasi to abduct Sita Devi and had sent Maricha disguised as a golden deer to deceive Sita so that she asked Sri Rama to go and fetch the golden deer for her, Sri Rama's comrades were skeptical and advised him not to trust the words of Vibhishan at that moment, because he was related to such a deceitful enemy. Sri Ramachandra agreed that what they spoke was true, but affirmed, "I have one vow." Surprised, they questioned, "To attain you, many observe vows, but you too observe a vow?" "Yes," Sri Ram confirmed, "I do have a vow. Any person who even once says, 'I am yours,' and takes shelter of me, that very moment I give him the boon of fearlessness, abhayata." Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami narrated this in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sakrid eva prapanno yas tavasmiti chayachate abhayam sarvada tasmai tadamyetad vratam mama. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 2234, quoted from Ramayana Yuddhakanda 1833. It is my vow that if one only once seriously surrenders unto me, saying, "My Lord, from this day I am yours," and prays to me for courage, I shall immediately award courage to that person, and he will always remain safe from that time on. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 2233, it says, "Krishna tomar hoya jadi bole ekabar, Maya bandha hoite Krishna tare kore par." One is immediately freed from the clutches of Maya if he seriously and sincerely says, "My dear Lord Krishna, although I have forgotten you for so many long years in the material world, today I am surrendering unto you. I am your sincere and serious servant. Please engage me in your service." Background noise is probably really annoying right now, right? Let me turn on noise suppression. This time of the year is the most wild, like one of the biggest festivals here in Bengal, Durga Puja. One second. Okay, now noise suppression is on. Okay. Sincerity attracts Bhagavan. If someone sincerely just once utters the words, even once, "Krishna, I am yours," from the core of their hearts, the Lord will be captured. Mere lip service will not suffice. Simply uttering something verbally while having something else in the heart has no value, because Bhagavan is the indweller and knows everything. So he does not pay heed to one who only externally becomes a devotee. Bhagavan takes notice of one who is sincere. Vibhishan was a sincere devotee, and so he was made king of Lanka and simultaneously given the service of Sri Ranganath. Vibhishan would personally come there daily to serve Sri Ranganath. Once upon Upon Sri Ramachandra's arrival in Ayodhya, on the first day, 14 lamps were lit because he was returning to his kingdom after 14 years. When he arrived, all the people rejoiced in festivities by colorfully decorating their houses and illuminating them with countless lamps to welcome Sri Ramachandra. So this festival, Deepavali, is celebrated. As per the Vedic custom, welcome is always done by offering lamps. It is done with 5 lamps on a plate, so the minimum number of lamps should be 5. In the temple, the daily arati is performed with Pancha Deep. So today is Sri Ramachandra's Lanka Vijaya Utsav, and later is the festival of Deepavali, celebrated to commemorate his auspicious arrival in Ayodhya. Okay, so that's what we're reading today for Vijayotsav, Ramachandra Vijayotsav, and now we will move to purebhakti.com to read about Śrī Madhvācārya, and then also Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. This is all my Gurudev's Katha now. There's 2 classes. They're both 13 minutes long for Madhvācārya. I wonder which one we should pick. That one. Okay, let's do this one. I don't know. I haven't read either of these. So this one is a class that Gurudev gave on October 13th, 2005. Let's just see the other one. And this one is also 2005. Did they post the same class twice? Or is there part 1 and part 2? Okay, this one starts. Today is the appearance day of Śrī Madhvācārya, who's a Sampradaya-acharya. Let's see what this one says. Oh, I think they posted the same class twice. Okay. So yeah, this is a class that Gurudev gave in Mathura, 2005, October 13th. Today is the appearance day of Śrī Madhvācārya, who is the Sampradaya Acharya of our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnav Sampradaya. He appeared in a place called Pajakakshetra. His father's name was Madhvagaya. His mother's name was Veda Vidya, and his childhood name was Vasudeva. And his sannyas name was Purna Pragya. His sannyas guru, who followed the Mayavad philosophy of impersonalism, was named Sri Achyuta Preksha. Madhvācārya took birth in Udupi, and his life was quite astonishing. He was an incarnation of Hanuman, Bhima, and Vayu, so he was very strong. There was once a businessman who was trading in Gopi Chandan and Tilak. His boat became stuck in the mud, and the boat could not go forward. At that time, Śrīla Madhvācārya had been bathing in the ocean, and he saw the big ship full of large pieces of Gopi Chandan there. He was approached by that businessman in order to assist him. He pushed the boat by himself. He was so strong that the boat started moving, and he was offered a very big piece of Chandan as a gift in appreciation. In the meantime, while the boatmen were unloading the Chandan, that piece was broken, and a very beautiful deity of Krishna manifested from inside. That deity's name was of Bal Gopal, Dadi Mantan Gopal. This Gopal deity carries Mother Yashoda's stick for churning yogurt. He became very happy. Although the deity was very heavy, he took the deity on his shoulder, and carrying him to Udupi, he sang a song to him that came spontaneously from his heart. In other words, as he walked the 7 miles to Udupi, he composed the song called Dvadasha Stotra, 12 prayers. He carried the deity there himself, composing many stavas and stutis to Gopal. And after reaching Udupi, he established Gopal there. Actually, I think Srivas translated the Dvadasha Stotra for his. Does everybody know about Srivas's website, bigdrum.us? He started it last year on this day of Madhvācārya's appearance day. And he translated all sorts of stuff. Like, it was a very long article with all sorts of things to do with Madhvācārya. he translated a very long article that Gurudev wrote on Durga for Vijaya-daśamī, super long, and many other things. So at the end, if there's time, maybe we can go and sing that Dvadasha Stotra composed by Madhvācārya. Okay. Śrīla Madhvācārya wrote many books, and especially important are his 3 commentaries on Brahma Sutra, Brihad Bhashya, and 2 Anubhashyas. In the Brihad Bhashya, he gave evidences for the presentation of his Shuddha Dvaitavad philosophy. This philosophy states, Lord Shri Krishna, God, is the supreme eternal, the supreme living entity, the supreme self. The purpose of the entire yoga system is to concentrate the mind on this supreme self. We are not the supreme self. That should be understood. The supreme self is God. This is Shuddha Dvaitavad, pure dualism. God is different from me. He is supreme and I am subordinate. He is great and I am small. He is infinite and I am infinitesimal. In his commentary, Śrīla Madhvācārya wrote his own composition in the form of Sanskrit verses, defeating the impersonal conception of Sri Shankaracharya. All the Vaishnava Sampradaya Acharyas like Sri Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami, and Nimpaditya have contributed to defeating the theories of Sri Shankaracharya and Śrīla Madhvācārya. And Śrīla Madhvācārya did this especially with his philosophy of Shuddha Dvaitavad, or Bhedavad, pure dualism. The Shrutis, the Vedic scriptures, have described both principles, that the individual soul is the same as God, and also that the soul is different from him. In most cases, however, prominence has been given to the aspect of difference. In his writings, Śrīla Madhvācārya has described 5 differences. Okay, so what are the 5 differences? Let's take note of this. This is important. There is an eternal difference between God and the Jiva, God and Maya, Maya and the Jiva, one Jiva and another Jiva, and one feature of Maya and another feature of Maya. All the 4 bona fide sampradayas are Vaishnava sampradayas. This means there is similarity in their goal and object of worship. They all worship Vishnu Tattva, the Supreme Lord in its plenary manifestation. The followers of the Sri Ramanujacharya Sampradaya worship Sri Lakshmi Narayan, and in the Sampradaya of Śrīla Madhvācārya, there is worship of Bal Gopal, Krishna. Śrīla Madhvācārya established 4 main mats, 4 main temples. In each of these mats, there were 2 sannyasis, so in total, there were 8 sannyasis. These 8 sannyasi acharyas practiced worshipping Lord Krishna in the mood of the gopis, but this worship was not given to the general population. Sriman Mahaprabhu saw some lacking in the conception of Śrīla Madhvācārya, and he adjusted that. Sri Kavi Karnapur and Sri Baladev Vijibhushan have both declared that our Sampradaya Acharya is Śrīla Madhvācārya. In our disciplic succession, we see that Śrīla Madhavendra Puri took initiation from Sri Lakshmipati Tirtha in the Madhva Sampradaya. Therefore, we have a connection with Sri Madhvācārya, although we are especially related with Srila Madhavendra Puri. Sri Advaita Acharya and Sri Nityananda Prabhu are related with Srila Madhavendra Puri, and Madhavendra Puri is related with Sri Madhvācārya. Some people do not accept the position of Sri Madhvācārya that he is our Sampradaya Acharya. Some Sahajyas and caste Goswamis cannot reconcile this. They say that Srila Baladev Vijibhushan was not in our Sampradaya because he was in the Madhva Sampradaya. But actually, our Sampradaya is related to Srila Madhvācārya. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has therefore said very strongly that those who do not accept Srila Baladev Vijibhushan or Srila Madhvācārya have no relation to pure bhakti. They are Kali Chela, disciples of the personality of Kali Yuga. We must understand all these established philosophical truths. Then we can understand who Śrīla Madhvācārya is and what our relation with him is. We are Vaishnav sannyasis. We have the sannyas name Bhakti Vedanta. I want that especially those who are in the renounced order, sannyasis, should learn and remember at least some of the sutras of Vedanta. They should remember at least 25 sutras together with their meaning and explanation. If you remember at least 10 sutras from the Brahma Sutra, from the first one up to the 10th, you will find all philosophy there. In the Śrīmad Bhagavatam's 4 original verses, the entire Śrīmad Bhagavatam is present. And this is also the case with Brahma Sutra. All the sutras are included in the first 10. You should surely remember them. Otherwise, you will be defeated by Mayavad philosophers. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. There's one, like a very long time ago, I was a teenager in Gurukul. Premananda told me to learn I started learning it, but I don't think I finished. What is it? Janmodhyasya yataha shastrit yonitvat. Can't remember. It's a long time ago. Yeah, anyways, now we have direct instruction from Gurudev to learn the first 10 Brahma Sutra verses. Maybe sometime we can do that together. All right, so now we will, actually, maybe this is a good time to sing the Dwadasha Stotra by Madhvācārya. And then we can read about Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. So let me open up bigdrum.us. This is Srivas's website. Yeah, and this website is amazing. If anybody has a chance, please check it out. Everything on here is original, published, Srivas's original translations published in English for the first time from all sorts of interesting things that he finds different places. Many Gaudiya Patrika issues, many Gaudiya issues, he's always finding all sorts of really, really awesome stuff. Oh my God, this article is really cool. Let's read this. Śrī Madhvācārya, Prananath, Lord of our life heirs. Okay, so this is excerpts from the writings of Śrīla Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. See if it's possible to make this bigger. Okay. Oh, and let me just check the comments. I haven't checked the comments for a while. Let's just see who's here. 1 second. Oh, I have to find it here. Hare Krishna, Shasharmaji, and Vikash Kumar. Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so Prabhupada Śrīmad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami glorifies Purna Pragya Madhvācārya Pad as follows. In Sri Brahma Vivarta Puran, in the 4th chapter of Sri Krishna Janma Kanda, we see that Vaikuntha Dham and Goloka Dham are both eternally sheltered and held up by Vayu, the god of wind. In Devi Dham, this world, the goddess Durga's realm, there is Vayu, referred to as Marut Dev, whereas in Vaikuntha, it is the original Vayu Dev himself who is eternally engaged in the service of holding up Vaikuntha. Needless to say, the material element of wind, or the Marut Dev of Devaloka, is not comparable to Vaikuntha's transcendental Vayu Dev. Vaikuntam paramam dhama jara mrityu haram param vayuna dharayamancha brahmanandad urdvam uttamam navarna niyam kavibir chitram ratna nirmitam. Vaikuntha is a supreme abode. It is supreme, for it eradicates old age and death. Vayu, the god of wind, holds up this highest point above the material universes. That place is indescribable even by poets, an abode wondrously made of jewels. Okay, so the Vayudeva of Vaikuntha is different than the Vayudeva of this material universe. Goloka Vishaye Urdvam Vaikunto Gamyam Evam Vayuna Dharamanancha Nirmitam Svechaya Vibho. As for Goloka, which is higher than Vaikuntha, that too is upheld by Vayu and devised as such by the personal will of the Lord. This and other statements from Brahma Vaivarta Purana inform us of Vayu's service to Śrī Narayan by holding up the abode of Vaikuntha Dham. The followers of Śrī Madhva say that their Acharyapad is an avatar of Vayu, and so they have given Śrī Madhva the title Prananath. Prananath. So that was translated from Śrī Gaudiya Patrika, Year 1, Issue 11, page 405. Then this is Srivas writing. In 1924, in the second volume, 28th issue of the Gaudiya, in response to the heartfelt Vyas Puja offerings of his disciples, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada delivers a profound meditation on the omnipresence of Shri Guru in all living creatures, beginning with the famous Vipad Udharan Bandhav, my friends, come to save me from calamity, that famous term of address that he used for his disciples. So Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in 1924 in the Vyas Puja, in response to the Vyas Puja offerings, he says, my Shri Gurudev is the manifester of pastimes as the Ashraya Jatiya Vishnu Vigraha, the omnipresent form of Vishnu as subject or repository and agent of prem. The Ashraya Jatiya, the abode of prem, of love for God. Though he is the form of Vishnu that is beloved to Bhagavan, Bhagavat Priyatama Vishnu Vigraha, in the form of the Vaishnav, he is situated in this material realm within all living entities for the purpose of elevating fallen wretches such as myself. In Nara, in human form, which presents as the king of living creatures, he is my sole object of worship, Upasya Vastu. Though as Narottama, topmost of humans, he is a Vaishnav, or the servant of the supremely cherished object of all Vaishnavas. So, in that consideration, he is a tattva, a principle that is inconceivably one with and different from Shri Gaurasundar. Okay. Oh, wow. Srila Saraswati Thakur's writing is very deep. So in human form and Narottama. So in human form, he is the king of living creatures and my sole object of, and then as Narottama, as the topmost of humans, he is a Vaishnava, or the servant of the supremely cherished object of all Vaishnavas. He is a tattva that is inconceivably one with and different from Shri Gaurasundar. Okay, and then Shiva says, further on in his address, he claims he has made offenses at the feet of Shri Vishnu Swami by mistaking his Shuddha Dvaita philosophy for Kevala Dvaita. He diminishes himself further, saying that he has been cheated of Shri Vyasa's guidance and has also made offenses at the feet of Shandilya. Then he says, the much needed aid that Shri Purnapragya Rishi Anandatirtha Madhva Muni extends to me during these dark days by manifesting his servitude to Vyas is something I'm truly incapable of expressing in the language of this material world. At the end of this heart-rending address, he again invokes Śrī Madhvācārya, saying, I am a jiva who is averse to Hari. So kindly help me by punishing my aversion to Hari and engaging my body, mind, and words in Shri Vyasa Puja. I am a small, insignificant prani, a small, insignificant creature. So I pray that I may never forget the guidance of my prananath, the Lord of my life heirs, Ananda Tirtha, Śrī Madhvācārya. Okay, now going back, let's see if we can find the Dvadasha Stotram. This article is amazing, written by Gurudev. Both these Vaishnavas are the pure Shaktas, Śrī Ramachandra and Durga Puja that Gurudev wrote for the Bhagavad Patrika. But where is, let me see, maybe it's in here. Because I remember Srivas translated it, the Dvadasha Stotra before. But I can't remember where he has it. Is it here? There's the Nrsinga Nakastuti by Madhvācārya. This prayers to Nrsingadev's nails, the Nakastuti. Is this it? No, this is Mani Manjari. There's also excerpts from Gaudiya's 27th year by Śrī Madhvācārya Vaman Goswami Maharaj. So Śrīla Vaman Goswami Maharaj wrote a whole thing, a whole like long thing about Madhvācārya, which you can find here on bigdrum.us. It's one of the first things you can find here. And then Gurudev Śrī Ramachandra and Durga Puja. Okay, let's read this from Gurudev about Śrī Ramachandra. We won't read about Durga Puja because that's okay. So Srila Gurudev wrote this in an old Bhagavad Patrika issue. He says, traditionally, the first 9 days of Chaitra's month, April, Shukla Paksha, the bright fortnight of Chaitra, is the time to worship Durga. However, modern-day Durga Puja is celebrated in Bengal with great fanfare from the 7th day of the bright fortnight to the 9th, during the month of Ashvin, September, October, that's right now. Nowadays, this modern puja trend from Bengal has been popularized throughout India. Yeah, and they go crazy here. Actually, during lockdown time, they were super strict about lockdown. Like you cannot go out. They were extremely strict about lockdown. But then when Durga Puja came, all the lockdown rules just went out the window, and everybody got together, and there's like huge Durga Puja. Like that could not stop lockdown. Durga Puja was like too big of a deal. Like enough's enough. Yeah, Durga Puja is like the main thing here in Bengal. Nowadays, this modern puja trend from Bengal has been popularized throughout India. Many people believe Śrī Ramachandra worshipped Mahamaya Durga in the autumn season to vanquish Ravan. And by her grace, by the grace of Durga, Ramachandra was able to kill Ravan on the 10th day of that period. That is why the Vijaya-daśamī, the bright 10th of Ashvin, is called Vijaya-daśamī. Okay, so Vijaya, I guess, conquering Devi, I guess, right? Vijaya. But their belief is completely mistaken, as there is no mention of it in any authoritative scripture, like the original Ramayana by Valmiki, Srimad Bhagavatam, or Padma Purana. Popularization of said belief originates from a rather recent and concocted Upapurana called the Kalka Purana, and the fabricated Bengali Ramayana of a bigoted Shakta, a goddess worshipper named Kirtivasa. The Valmiki Ramayana proves the above-mentioned notion to be completely false. Knowing Śrī Ramachandra to be worthy, and on the insistence of the citizens, Maharaj Dasharatha makes a declaration about making him the crown prince. Chaitra Shrimanatam Masya Puna Pushpita Kanana Yo Varajyaya Ramasya Sarvamevo Kalpitam. Shva Eva Pushpo Bhavita Shvo Bhisheshvyastu Me Sutta. That's from Ayodhya Kanda Sarga 3:4. In this superb and holy month of Chaitra, when the forests and gardens are blooming with beautiful flowers and becoming utterly enchanting, please prepare for the coronation of Śrī Ramachandra as crown prince. Tomorrow, under the constellation Pushya, he will be crowned heir to the throne. So that was Maharaj Dasharatha's declaration. I'm having a hard time talking all of a sudden. However, something else was destined to happen. The next day, Ram is exiled to the forest for 14 years and goes to the forest. Bharat goes to the forest to bring him back. but Ram's determination and irrefutable arguments compel him to return to Ayodhya, carrying Ram's sandals on his head. However, as he was poised to return, he also took a harsh vow. He said, "O Raghunandan, I will keep managing the entire kingdom, offering all my kingly duties at your shoes. But the day that the 14 years are over, if I do not see you in Ayodhya, I will burn myself in a fire and become ash." Oof, heavy. As such, it was certain that Ram was to return to Ayodhya the very day that the 14 years were complete. The day he was crowned to be heir was the day his exile to the forest started. That is, he was exiled on the Pushya Nakshatra day of the bright fortnight during the month of Chaitra. So it was that he killed Ravan and returned to Ayodhya in the month of Chaitra. There are no two ways about it. In the Yuddhakanda, the battle section, it is further of Ramayana, it is further clarified that the battle was finished on the 14th day of the dark fortnight of Chaitra. In the end of the battle means the killing of Ravan. After killing Ravan, Sri Ramachandra crowned Vibhishan on the throne of Lanka and returned it to Ayodhya during the Pushya Nakshatra of Chaitra's bright fortnight. Hence, Ravan was killed in the month of Chaitra and not in Ashvin. Secondly, there is no mention of the worship of Durga by Sri Ram in the Valmiki Ramayana. Therefore, Sri Ramachandra's worship of Devi during the month of Ashvin and the killing of Ravan on the Shukla-daśamī day of Ashvin is completely false, unsubstantiated, and concocted. This is the contribution of a Shakta poet, Kritivasa. Kritivasa was a leading Shakta poet. To preach Shakta philosophy to the susceptible and ignorant masses, he took the story of Ram, for which they had utmost regard, cast it in the mold of his own contrived notions, and placed it before them. He had the omnipotent Bhagavan Sri Ram worship his own threefold illusory energy, Durga Devi, or, in other words, attempted to establish the supremacy of Durga over even Sri Ramachandra. Mahamaya, Durga, is Bhagavan's external potency. Her job is to delude the living entities and trap them in the prison of material existence. Her job is not appealing to Bhagavan. She herself realizes this fact, and for this reason, she is shy to come before Bhagavan. In Śrīmad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, 5th chapter, verse 13, there's a famous verse, Vilajjamanaya yasya statumikshapate muya vimohita vikatante mamaham iti durdhiya. Those bewildered by she who is ashamed to stand in the path of his gaze blather like idiots about what is theirs and who they are. She who is ashamed to stand before Bhagavan. Hence, how is it possible for the personified potency who feels shy to even face the Lord to get worshipped by him? More specifically, can a maidservant accept the worship of her master? A wife, the worship of her husband? So the idea of Sri Ram performing Durga Puja is not even logical, what to speak of substantiated. And now my Gurudev goes through the whole history of modern Durga Puja, which is, my God, if you just go around here in Navadip, it is massive. On every road, there's these ginormous exhibitions for Durga Devi. There's like a whole, it looks like a, anyways, near Śrīla Trivikram Goswami Mahārāja Samadhi, there's like a whole, like massive, like you can, looks like a haunted house actually. And you go in it and it's, yeah, it's really big. Anyhow, I'm not going to read all this because, oh, actually it's not so long. So let's finish this up then. Okay, history of modern Durga Puja. The actual time for Durga worship is in the month of Chaitra. However, modern day Durga Puja happens in Ashvin, a trend that originated from Bengal and spread all over India. There's a story behind this modern day Durga Puja. During the rule of the Mughal Empire, King Kamsa Narayan who is king of Tahirpur, part of the Rajshahi district of Bengal, was Subedar and Diwan. Subedar and Diwan. I don't know what that is, but anyway, some big administrator. He was a mid-level junior commissioned officer, and the Diwan is a central finance department's chief administrative office or regional government body. Historical, a chief treasury official, finance minister, or prime minister in some Indian states. Okay. So at one time, he invited all the leading Smarta priests and asked their permission to organize the performance of a grand fire sacrifice. At that time, Sri Ramesh Shastri of Vasudevpur, who is now which is now close to Natur, was the royal priest. He was considered to be the leading scholar of Bengal and Bihar at that time. He told to the king that there were 4 yagyas that are considered Mahayagyas. The Vishvajit, the world conquest sacrifice, the Rajasuya, the imperial sacrifice, the Ashvamedha, the horse sacrifice, and Gomedha, the cow sacrifice. Only a king of the whole planet is eligible to perform the Vishvajita and Rajasuya, and the Ashvamedha and Gomedha are prohibited in Kali Yuga. Secondly, only Kshatriya kings are qualified to perform these sacrifices. You are a Brahmana. Therefore, it is not your duty to conduct these yagyas. In ancient times, King Surata worshipped Durga Devi and attained the results he so cherished. Hence, you should also worship Durga Devi in this autumn season. With this, your desires of attaining the heavenly planets, etc., will be fulfilled. Accordingly, in the year 1580, the king spent a great amount of wealth and performed an untimely Durga Puja. Instead of Chaitra, it was during the month of Ashwin. That is why it is also called Akal Bodhan, untimely awakening. Gradually, this new form of Durga Puja spread all over Bengal and then all over India. Ramesh Shastri was the initial proponent of this modern-day Durga Puja. It cannot be considered authentic or in accordance with scriptural injunctions. So this is what Gurudev wrote in 1957 or 1958. It's translated as The Mystery of Shakti Puja. Is from the Bhagavad Patrika, Year 3, Issue 5, pages 108 to 112, 1957, 1958. All right, so that is our reading about Madhvācārya, Ramachandra Vijayotsav, and how this Durga Puja is bogus. There's also, if anybody wants to read on their own, there's this article by Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara, which you'll find. It's one of the first articles on bigdrum.us. Now, I know it's been an hour, so I'll end very soon. I just want to read one quick last thing. I think this is quick. Oh, is it not quick? Oh, no, it's long. Never mind, maybe. But this is, one second, let me just open it up here. Oh, shit. One second, let me just make this smaller. How come it's not letting me go back? Oh, that's so weird. Ah, there. Okay. So the disappearance of Śrīpad Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. Let's see how long this is. Not even showing up. Maybe it means we're not supposed to read it now. Why not? It says it's only 1 minute though. Okay, let's go to purebhakti.com. I'm not going to read it on this special thing. Purebhakti.com. Okay, so this one's longer, but let's see. Okay. So the disappearance of Śrīpad Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. Okay, we'll just read this. So this is on October 3rd, 2006. So my Gurudev said, very sad news came today that one of the prominent disciples of Śrīla Bhakti Svarūpa Mahārāja, Śrīpad Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja, has left his body. He was injured by a bomb attack in Manipur, and yesterday he left his body. Tomorrow they will bring his body to Radhakund and they will give samadhi. He was really a Vaishnav, even from his home life. I have seen this in Shripad Gaur Govinda Maharaj, and he was like this also. They are real Vaishnavas. They follow the principles of their guru in the real sense. They never accepted what ISKCON is now propagating. Shripad Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja was my bosom friend. He was very humble, and he has told his disciples, you can associate with Narayan Maharaj. He is pure Vaishnava. He met me in Govardhan last year and in Navadvip also. Whenever I was in Navadvip, he used to meet me. He helped me, and I also used to help him. So we have lost one very good devotee. I pray to Sri Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that they will bless him, that pure bhakti will come in his heart. He has not died. The soul will never die. May Krishna be merciful and sprinkle his mercy upon him. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. That is Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. Yeah. So my father actually spent a lot of time with Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. When Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja first, you know that famous book, Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers, right? That's Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja, right? I think it is. Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja and Śrīla Prabhupada. And so when Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja, after taking full shelter of Śrīla Prabhupada in America, the first time Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja went to India again, after now being a disciple of Śrīla Prabhupada, my father was with him, and my father traveled all over with him. And my father has all sorts of stories about him. And like every time my dad does Jai Dvani, he always says his Jai because he got so much inspiration from him. But I unfortunately have such a bad memory. I can't remember all the stories that my dad had with him. But yeah. Anyways, I don't want to go over an hour. It's already over an hour. It's 4 minutes over. So I'll end here. And tomorrow I'm going to read an article by Srila Gurudev about Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. That was in the Kartik edition of Raise of the Harmonists, 2010 Kartik edition. His glorification of Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And then, yeah. All right. I'll just quickly end with Mahamantra and then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. This morning we sang in our program, at the end of our program we sang the Ramachandrashtakam by Murari Gupta, and if anybody would like to sing that themselves, you could either find that video or you can go to vineofdevotion.com, and it's in the Titi Katha section. It says 4 songs for Sri Ramachandra, and that's a nice thing to sing today. It's in the meter of Brahma Samhita or Lalitashtakam, and like that, if anybody wants to sing that. But I'll just end for now. Bye. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtarashata Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupada Sutarashadashmad, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada Parishad Vrinda ki jai, Nitya Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gorkisharas Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Nitya Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Nitya Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhuma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Shri Rupa Anugurya Guru Varga ki jai, Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath, Shāra Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Shri Svarūpa Dāmodara Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai, Nama Chai Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Braja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Jai Shri Ramachandra Vijayotsav ki jai, Jai Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Jai Shri my mind went blank. Jai Śrī Madhvācārya ki jai, Tadiya Shubha Avirbhav Titi ki jai, Śrī Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja ki jai, Tadiya Shubha Tirobhav Titi ki jai, Śrī Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Om Vrindai Tulsidevai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Sattvatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams everybody. Hare Krishna. Yeah, I'm feeling actually a little bit unsatisfied. I would have liked to read a bit more about Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja, but I don't know. We're already over an hour. But yeah, he was a very special personality, Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. And something I really love to see is his very intimate relationship with Śrīla Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj. They were like two brothers, really close. And all the disciples of Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja, they also consider themselves the disciples of Śrīla Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj. In the same way, disciples of Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj consider themselves the disciples of Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. They had a very beautiful, intimate connection like that. And but anyhow, he was, I think I remember hearing something like that. Srila Prabhupada said that his anyways, I don't want to misquote anything, so I'm just gonna end it here. But anyhow, maybe next time we can actually spend more time reading about, I'll find things and we can spend more time reading about Bhakti Svarūpa Dāmodara Mahārāja. But I'm gonna end here now. Hari Bol, everybody. Pranams Krishna Premavati Didi and Ramananda Prabhu, and on YouTube and Facebook is Indira Mataji, Christian Luna, Shash Sharmaji, Vikash Kumar, Raj Bhuvan Yadavji, and anybody else who's watching. Please accept my pranams. See you all tomorrow for my Gurudev's glorification of Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj.